I'm quite sure that everyone is aware of AC is not just making up something just to make some money off of it. He's telling the truth, and I'm vouching for him because it is the truth. Because I know exactly what he's talking about. Because the guys he was in there with was people of my stature, people that were my peers, and they were real people, and they was very serious about pushing. Matter of fact, my homeboy Mario Gray, he was one of the guys that was having my homegirls from the street bringing red bandanas into YTS. That's how hard he was pushing it. And they knew that the Power Rules, you know, had that under wrap far as the name, but that's what you have to do. Sometimes, my brother, you have to do is to bring out unity. Sometimes you have to let things go to make things happen.
Okay, so if this was going on in YTS in 1974, and you weren't there at the time, when did you learn about it? When did you start saying, oh, this is what's going on?
Okay, I learned about it around 76 when they came home, and I started hearing them talk about the Bonnaroo, and I see my homeboys wearing red bandanas. I was always wearing a red bandana, but mine would stand for anti-Crip. It didn't mean blood. But my homies, they came home, they started wearing red bandanas, red tennis shoes, and talking about the Bonnaroo and everything, you know, and to be the bounty hunter, that turned straight into blood. You know what I'm saying? We created that to be for blood. You know what I'm saying? Capital or baby casing. So that came from us. So that's just to show you that it's like a gumbo. Everybody have a little bit that they put into this. It's like they got things they say now is Sue-whoop. Where that come from? Who's the origin of Sue-whoop?
I think that goes to the Denver Lane.
See? I didn't know that.
Well, I think the Denver Lane started whoop whoop.
Okay, no,
whoop
whoop whoop. I heard a lot of people do that in prison.
And then somehow it got translated to suit whoop.
Okay, I heard a lot of people whoop whoop. I remember that in prison.
It was a guy named G. Lynn from Denver Lane.
Okay.
That started the whoop whoop back in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then you start to learn about this when these guys are coming home in 76.
76.
So this blood thing was in YTS, but it hadn't hit the streets yet.
That's right. It hadn't hit the street yet. Only the colors was coming out. Only the colors. There wasn't nobody wearing it, but people that was in the 70s, those who probably was in high school and then coming out of YTS.
And then eventually it hits the streets. We don't know how, I don't know, maybe you know, or maybe someone out there knows how it hits the streets across the whole city, from the Compton, from Watts, from the east side to the west side. 76, 77, 78, 79.
Now watch this. When 77 came, I was on the street again, and they opened the floodgate again, and another branch of my homeboys, younger than the original homies, came out wearing red bandanas. You know what I'm saying? Claiming blood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a training school. You know what I'm saying? It's like you go into an environment where something is origin from, and you transform into that also, because that's what the origin come from, YTS. So people who start going to YTS after AC now, you know what I'm saying, they start adapting that in 77, 78, 79, because the gravy train don't stop. The system gonna keep people coming in, you know, and then they start going to prison system. The prison system also lets you wear red bandanas and blue bandanas. They don't care about us killing each other.
Yeah, I know. I saw some pictures of some guys in Soledad prison, all red rags on the head, red Pendletons.
I was there.
And this is Soledad.
I was there. 85. Yes, I sure was. I was there.
Okay, so I think somewhere between 77 and 1980, there's a lot of bloods now.
The thing about it, I think it's too commercial. What I mean by too commercial is this. I think when we were back in the 70s, especially the start going to county jail and YA and all that in the 70s, I think it brought the unity very, very close together and strong because we were the chosen few. And what I mean by the chosen few, I mean we were so small that we didn't have no choice but to band together. And now that it is so out and aboard, it seems like it's like a Frankenstein now. Did we create a monster? Yes. Did we create a monster, man? That to the point to where it turned on us? We turned on ourselves. Crips fighting Crips, Bloods fighting Bloods. That's what it turned into, a monster.
Yeah, at least though with the Blood unity lasted much longer than the Crip unity, because by the time you get to late 78, early 79, Crips start to kill Crips. But Bloods, they stayed unified throughout the 70s, all through the 80s, and then when you get to the 90s, you start to get a little bit of blood versus blood conflict. And then when you get to the late 90s, you have the first full-scale, to me, the first full-scale blood conflict would probably be, I'd say the Villains and the Pueblos, 1999.
Okay.
I know the Bounty Hunters kind of got into it with the Athens around that late 90s. There were skirmishes here and there.
That's all it was, skirmishes.
Skirmishes.
And believe it or not, even in my days, we had little fist fights at parties and stuff, but nothing, no gunplay. It was nothing that we couldn't go to school and laugh it off and shake it off, you know. But now it comes to a point now because they don't have no personal relationship.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description, and thanks for watching StreetTV.net.